Hello, Wiffle Nation. This is Patrick Rail with Huntington Wiffle Ball League. We'd like to welcome you to the first ever 2017 Huntington Wiffle Ball League Players Draft. With me tonight is my co-host, Josh Smith.
It's on me now. Yeah. Hey, everybody. I'm really excited. I can't wait to do this.
Well, tonight is a first of sorts for our league. We have 5 teams drafting a list of, 28 players now?
Yes.
28 players.
Going more participation than we anticipated.
Yes, everybody's excited for this. We have some new teams, but they're not really new teams. They're just new team names, which is going to be interesting. But first, a couple of people that we'd like to thank is Josh for coming down. This is his child. We wanted him to see this during draft day and see everything going on. To all the people on the rules committee, Anthony, Jeremy, Josh, Bryce, and myself for coming up with a plan on how to do this, along with Andrew Westcott for a lot of these logos. Andrew's the one that created these, so these graphics that you're about to see tonight, a lot of that came from Andrew, and just everybody else that is excited about this, pumped up for this, and we're pumped up for this. We have a brand new setup that we're excited to try, and we're excited to be here.
It's gonna work great for porn.
It's great for porn.
Absolutely.
So first, Josh, how does it feel not to be commissioner?
Orgasmic. It is amazing. I wasn't really the commissioner last year. He took a lot of the load off, but still was very much involved in the running of the league. So I'm really glad to be out of the operations side of the league, and I'll just get to experience as a player. I'm not even a captain. I'll get to be the thing I've never been. I've done a lot of things in this league. I've never been just a player. And I feel like I hand it off to more than capable hands, more capable than my own. So I'm feeling very good about the 2017 season and my lack of role in it.
I'm very excited. I'm sad to see you go, but with you leaving, we were able to bring some people who are really excited about the Wiffle Ball League, really excited on making this league great, and each of these people on this rules committee have so much experience in their own. What we're going to do now, I know everybody's excited to see who the first overall is, but I think the biggest thing is that we have to kind of set the stage for what this league is this year. So first person on the rules committee that I'd like to introduce is Jeremy Ray. Jeremy Ray, go ahead and come in here and sit where Josh is sitting. We're going to go ahead. Jeremy Ray was on the rules committee last year. He's helped out with the league tremendously. He's been a big part of this league since 2014.
Yeah, 2014.
2014. He's the ace pitcher in the league. How does it feel to be on the rules committee?
It's pretty awesome. I mean, we all get along. A lot of ideas are being thrown against each other. A lot of movement forward for this league, and I think this is the right way to go. And I'm looking forward to see where we actually all go with it.
Now, you're a big part in how everything in this league is running. You've been a big instrument on how the rules are going to be affected and everything else. But the biggest one that you're part of is the NWLA.
Absolutely.
You are now running the NWLA team. It is your baby. How does that feel?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I love it, just the fact of the competitive outlook, because we have underachieved the last few years, and I really think that we need to go up and set a statement that we're actually a legitimate league. And I thought, my vision with it being involved and would be the right direction. I have Bryce helping out this year, and I'm really wanting to just make a final statement to actually putting us forward.
Now, my last question for you is, you're the consensus #1 pick of tonight's draft. How do you feel about the potential of playing on the Wiffle Hit Wonders, Wiffle Hit Wonders, and leading that new franchise?
I mean, I'm looking forward to playing for anybody. That's what the purpose of this draft is.
No matter how professional we get, ladies and gentlemen, it's never enough.
just because, I mean, I've been sitting on my base for the last 3 years, and it'll be fun to look at something completely different and play with different people.
Talk louder is what they're saying. Well, Jeremy, thank you for coming. We will have an interview with you again with your mock picks, and we'll get you there shortly.
All right.
Next up on this rules committee, he runs his own softball league. He's been big in keeping everybody on the same page. He's been a great leader in this rules committee. Me and him didn't get along. He called me an asshole at the first meeting, but you know what? We've done nothing but get great things done today. So, Anthony, welcome to the draft.
Hi, you're still an asshole.
Yeah, I'm happy about that. So, how does it feel to be on the rules committee?
It's a different role for me. You know, it's coming in. Last year was only my first full season in the league, so I had to do some things to get on the rules committee that Josh appreciated.
Thank you. Felt good.
But it's a change for me that I like. You know, I'm like you said, I run my own softball league, so being able to stretch out my experiences in other leagues is going to help me with softball and get to know Wiffle a lot better too.
Awesome. How excited are you for this draft?
I'm really pumped about it. I'm really pumped. I think that it'll make the competition a lot better, and it'll probably bring more players in the future to not have loaded teams and people get discouraged. I think this is really going to make the competition.
What is one wish list that you hope to see implemented in Huntington Wiffle League in the future?
You know, I don't want to give away too many of my ideas going down the road, but expansion to double-digit teams. I would like to have 10 to 12 teams monthly. It helps with advertising our league, putting us out there as a whole. It helps with us finding players for nationals and maybe sending multiple teams to compete better in those tournaments. So,
awesome. And last question: are you going to get picked in the top 10?
If I have anything to do with it, since I'm on the rules committee. No, I'm kidding. It would be nice. I hope so. I'm looking forward to doing that maybe.
All right, go relax. We'll have you back here for your mock draft.
All right, thank you.
Last but not least, out of the people that are here right now that can't figure out how to keep his phone on silent for about 10 minutes, this guy can ruin a group message faster than anything. But the thing that made him a great rules committee member coming in is that he's excited about this. He's pumped up. He's he's bringing very, very new blood into it, and he's just excited overall for it. So, without further ado, Josh Blair. So, how does it feel to be on the rules committee?
It don't feel bad at all.
Doesn't feel bad at all. Let me go ahead and put him on screen. I was kind of slacking behind. I just wanted to make sure he wasn't going to flip off anybody before I went right off the bat.
In our group chat and everything, you take me off the screen.
It works out better that way.
I think.
No one wants to see.
So are you looking forward to tonight?
Look forward to tonight?
Yeah.
Yes.
What's the one thing you're looking forward to?
I'm grateful to see the dominant teams get split up.
Dominant teams getting split up. Now there's a chance that you and Ian Handy, your boy, won't be on the same team.
That's fine.
You're fine with that?
I'm here to pick him a good team, and whatever team I land up on, I want to help him get a good team this year.
Good
I'd like
to
to
hear.
see them do something.
That's good to hear. You have anything you'd like to add?
Everybody, Jeremy sucks. Don't vote for him.
All right, that was Josh Blair. You guys, this couldn't be done without everybody signing up, being there for it, and now we're going to kind of go into the prospect list of this. We have everybody listed in this on the average rankings on how it's going to work out. We're going to go with the top 10. Me and Josh are going to discuss it a little bit, but we are going to get this going because we don't want you guys sitting waiting around forever on the first pick. So first up on the top 10 list,
I'm not going to be able to see it. Should I come around to you?
No, you're good. I'll list it off. Number 1, Jeremy Ray.
Okay.
Number 2, Bryce Clark. Number 3, Tyler Roush. Number 4, Brandon Metzger. Number 5, Patrick Horton. Number 6, Jacob Dunkel. Number 7, Josh Blair. Number 8, Anthony Stidham. Number 9, Miles Robertson. And number 10, Scott Westcott. What sticks out to you on that?
Westcott.
Scott Westcott.
I mean, if he's ranked that high, I should be too. We fat boys got to get higher up on the list now.
We do.
Yeah.
We were really taking. Well, I ranked myself last.
I'm overweight. He's overrated.
But I think the thing that sticks out to me is I don't want to say overratedness, but the excitedness of the Mothman especially with the fast pitch, you have 4 of them listed in the top 5.
Yeah.
You have 4 now. Granted,
That team's definitely getting split up.
well, granted, yeah, but granted, Andrew Westcott is not listed in here because he's a captain.
Yes.
So he would have been probably number 2. But still, I mean, that's 3 out of the 5, right there at the top. I think that's a really big number. And then you throw in here. We're gonna go ahead and go to the number 11 through 20. Number 11, Doug Prather. Number 12, Jacob Smith.
Don't know him.
Number 13, Wyatt Zussman.
I don't think he's ever played it.
Number 14, Patrick Rell.
How the hell did you get
Number 15, Joshua Smith. Number 16, Dick Stump. Number 17,
Generous.
Derek Darlick. Number 18, Sean Huffman. Number 19, Sean Harmon.
Yeah, I messed
Number
up.
20, Ryan Pritt. What sticks out to you on this 20?
Ryan Pritt obviously needs to be higher up on this list. I think the only thing that's really making him go down, he's losing market value because he is a reserve player.
Yes.
Which I'm taking as he's not going to be available the entire season. So he's going to be maybe available for 1, 2, 3 tournaments tops. He will not be there for every tournament. And we have a lot more people involved in this draft than we thought we want to be, but we don't have that many to where you can waste when your first pick's on someone who's not going to give you 100% of the time.
Yes.
And that's out of his control, which I understand that, but he's a hell of a player. If you're looking to make a move for later on in the season, you may want to swoop him up. Either that or he'll be a very good draft pick later on.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing that sticks out here is me and you, 14, 15. Who goes first in this draft? You're more likable, but somehow I got ranked higher. So I don't know how that happened.
For what it's worth, you're probably going to be available all tournaments. I'm not going to be able. I try to use a personal day. I'm not going to be available the first tournament, which is a fast pitch tournament. So whoever would pick me is not going to be missing much on that. I got a slider, and I can only pitch a couple innings. So
But
if I go in the 3rd round, I'll consider myself fortunate.
so I'm banking off a 5th round. I need to be a 5th round
Sleeper
pick.
pick.
Sleeper. All right. And finally, last but not least, hang on. Last but not least
That's why
is
he's
you
missing.
have 21 through 27, but we have another one that's added 28. We don't have him up there because he was too late to the party to get added. I'm going to go ahead and have this one on me. Now I'm going to put it on Josh. Now Josh is up on the screen.
Hey.
We have 21, Greg Sowards. Number 22, Seth Mullins. But he is now captain, so he is no longer number 22. 23, Rick Patterson. 24, Mikey Saxton. 25, Matt Schaefer. 26, Josiah Chapman. 27, Bryce Leap. 28 was Tyler. There's Tyler in there. We have a couple new guys. They are listed on that we'll put it up there.
Hot stove is burning.
But what sticks out to me is Bryce Leap, Josiah Chapman. They are not 27, 26. They're
just
not going to
managing
get picked last. There's no way they're lasting that long because they're good players
I wonder
who
how
just
available
did
they are.
not get in before the draft rankings got placed. And that happens. But we put them on the list. But again, Greg Sowards, 21. What?
He's got the experience, and even in a fast pitch style, he's played every season, and he's difficult to hit off of. The 2015 season, he took a team that had a garbage lineup, and they finished around 500, and that was the era of the super team. So take it for what it's worth. He is my best friend, so I'm biased, but I do wonder what Josiah Chapman's availability is going to be because he didn't play several games in 2015, his last active season. So I kind of question his availability. If he's available all 4 seasons, 1st round draft, if I were a captain, no question.
Yeah, without a doubt.
But a lot of people that are playing now have not seen him play.
So the next one that we have, it's kind of hard to read. We're going to put it up there. It's just the overall draft rankings of where everybody stood. You can kind of look to see how they were ranked, where they came in at, how we did this. You'll see my rankings, Jeremy's rankings, Anthony's rankings, Josh Blair's, and Bryce Clark's rankings on how everybody. And the biggest thing is the middle, me and you. I think everybody knows us, so we were ranked fairly well. There's people
Average
that people don't know. So it's a really big. Who do you know? What's going on? How are we going to rank these? Prime example, something sticks out as big as Bryce ranking somebody 20, Josh ranking them 11, Jeremy ranking them 15, I'm ranking them 12, and Anthony's ranking them 28.
It's based on who you know and what you know about him.
It's such a big switch list. But now the exciting part, these logos. These logos. You might want to come over here. You might want to come over here and look at these logos. I'm going to go ahead and start throwing them. The first team is Ian Handy's team. He's going by the name Thunder Ducks. And there is the logo for the Thunder Ducks. That is a really nice, clean-cut logo. Andrew Westcott did an amazing job on it. Number 2 is the Asthmatics. That's Paul's team. He came back with the name from 2015.
One
and
logo of the year.
That is his logo. He's probably getting antsy on the phone. Coming back with the only team from last year making their appearance is the Rocket Boys.
Logo needs work.
The logo is not the best.
I made it,
but we will keep it.
or ripped it off.
This one came out of left field.
Thank you, Jesus.
This one is beautiful.
Yes.
Saved by the balls.
Love
Andrew
it.
Westcott with his work coming through again. Beautiful jersey on there. Just amazing. Just amazing.
Wonderful.
And then finally, Wiffle hit Wonders, who have the number 1 pick. So there's your number 1 pick. Wiffle hit Wonders, bringing it up. We're going to go into a brief commercial break. And we'll come back to you guys.
I'm already calling that.
All right, welcome back, you guys. Now we're just going to go through a real quick mock draft. First up, my mock draft. First pick, I have Wiffle hit Wonders, picking Jeremy Ray for obvious pick reasons. Second pick, I have the Thunder Ducks selecting Bryce Clark. I think he's the second best player in this league without a doubt. Third pick, you see Rocket Boys selecting Miles Robertson. I think him and Seth and him have such a great relationship that they're going to stay together for this season. Fourth pick, you have Saved by the Balls picking Tyler Roush. Fifth pick, Asthmatics picking Josiah Chapman. I think Paul loves Josiah. That's his first pick. I have no doubt about that. I think that's what you're looking at on the first round. Here's the second round. As you see, Paul had the last pick. So he's going to have pick number 6 going into the second round. It's a snake order. So whoever had the last pick of the round is going to have the first pick of the next round. It's going to kind of snake back around. The 6th pick, I have Paul selecting Jacob Dunkel. I think highly of Dunkel, so maybe that's just my downfall. 7th pick, I have Saved by the Balls. Anthony BM will wear that awesome uniform, so Anthony going 7th overall. 8th pick, I see Bryce Leap going right to the Rocket Boys, so you're going to have the core guys there again for this season. 9th pick, the Thunder Ducks going and getting Patrick Horton. He's a lot of people don't know him, but he's a great hitter, great center fielder. He's fast. He plays hard. He's just an overall great player. So, 10th pick, final pick of the second round, I have Wiffle hit Wonders picking up Brandon Metzger. I think he's another one of those players that are really, really good. So, those are my rounds. Next up, we have Anthony, who submitted his. He's going to come on. He's going to talk about it for a little while. The reason why I'm going to read them off to him, just because we don't have a screen there for him to see. So, Anthony, your first pick was Jeremy Ray going to the Wiffle hit Wonders. Your second pick was Thunder Ducks with Bryce Clark. Third pick, Rocket Boys with Miles Robertson. Fourth pick, Saved by the Balls, going with Tyler Roush. And fifth pick, the Asthmatics picking Brandon Metzger.
I think everyone's number 1 is like you said, Jeremy, and Bryce going 1-2. I think you wouldn't be hurt either way you went with Bryce or Jeremy going 1-2. 3, I'm going with you with the Rocket Boys sticking with their core if they can. Andrew, he just wants to add that defense and offense combination with himself because he can play both sides of the ball. So having Tyler's is best way to go, I think.
Fifth pick was Brandon Metzger.
Sorry. And I just think that with Paul, he's just the next best available. And Paul's the type of guy that wants to win. I don't think he really cares who plays on the team.
Going into the second round, you had Paul picking up Patrick Horton with the 6th pick. Second pick, Andrew picking up Jacob Dunkel. 8th pick, Rocket Boys picking up Bryce Leap. 9th pick, Thunder Ducks picking up Josh Blair. 10th pick, Wiffle hit Wonders picking up Anthony Stidham. Yourself.
Again, with Paul, he just picking up someone else that can hit the ball and play defense, just trying to win. The next one was
Jacob Dunkel.
Jacob Dunkel, sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Dunk, he's pretty much a well-rounded player. He can do whatever. He monster matches the ball. I mean, when he's on, he's one of the better hitters in the league.
Yes.
Andrew was the next one. All right.
Bryce Lee
I'm sorry, Bryce
was
Lee.
the next one.
Bryce Lee, staying with the Rocket Boy theme. I think they want to get their core guys back, and he's set up in the draft this year to do that. Ian with Josh Blair, they come in Huntington Wiffle together, if I remember right. And,
Yeah.
And he played in HWL Wiffle. I got to play with him last year in HWL Wiffle as well. So they've teamed for a while. And then with Tim, I know Tim personally, and he's played one tournament, I think, with Make Wiffle Ball Great Again last year. Had a great defensive showing. Played with me, and Josh Smith, and some others. And I think that he feels comfortable at 10th pick with me, knowing that he gets a player that he's seen before.
Awesome. So for your last mock, the question I like to ask, I'm going to ask this to everybody: who goes first, me or Josh?
Damn.
They both are
Since
so horrible.
I think that someone that's not been brought into the draft yet goes first between the two of you. Like, so some random guy will come in and be like, I want to be picked, and they go before you guys.
Well, I see that too. Thank you.
Josh is going first. How's that?
Thank
You're an
you.
asshole.
And we end it like that every single time. That's awesome. Well, next up, we're gonna go ahead and bring the ex-commish back in here with his picks. We always have some fun with this one.
I drink a lot.
We're gonna be doing this for a while. He's gonna get his battery set up a little bit going. But we're about to go right in. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys his picks. First pick, he had Wiffle Hit Wonders picking Jeremy Ray. Second pick, he had Thunder Ducks selecting Bryce Clark. Third pick, he had Rocket Boys Tyler Roush. Going there. Fourth pick, he had Saved by the Balls, picking Brandon Metzger. Fifth pick, Asthmatics, picking Josiah Chapman. This is what we were talking about earlier.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that he picked a weird one with Tyler Roush and Brandon Metzger, but we're going to let him talk about it.
Well, at the time, I did not know that Josiah Chapman was in the draft. A lot of this stuff was coming off the stove before I even knew anything about it. So, obviously, Josiah Chapman is a first-round pick for me. But like I said earlier, a lot of people have not seen this guy play. He's kind of a legend in that way. A lot of people don't know much about him. But I'm feeling pretty good about my picks otherwise. Mostly I just follow the rankings, and a lot of those rankings are pretty much...
You don't have to talk into the microphone
okay,
here.
Cool. But yeah, like I was saying, a lot of people don't know Josiah that well, but he's an excellent player. That much I can tell you. Oh, thank God. Saint. Anyway, that's who I would pick as someone who's somewhat of an unknown to many of the players now as a first round pick. But my other picks I feel pretty confident in. I mostly just followed the power rankings.
I'm just have Josh go ahead and turn around to me. Well, I have the camera on you, so you're good. So
Okay,
that
cool.
one. So your next set on the second round.
One I remember more.
Yeah, you had Asthmatics picking Scotty Westcott. Saved by the Balls picking Miles Robertson. Eighth pick, Rocket Boys selecting the Dunkel. Ninth pick, Thunder Ducks selecting Josh Blair. 10th pick, Wiffle Hit Wonders selecting Anthony Stinham. Go ahead. What's up?
I'll defend those. Do you mind telling me what the first one was again? You may have to tell me.
Scotty Westcott going 6th round.
Number 6.
Six.
First, at top of the second round. I'm looking for him to make a comeback. He didn't take last season too seriously because it was slow pitch wiffle ball. So he is capable of pitching. He just didn't get much opportunity because you had Jeremy Ray and Nick Capral on the team the last time he played in competitive fast pitch. So there's not really any comparison or anything like that we have to draw. That's all I have to say about that. I think he deserves to be picked in the second round. Will he? I don't know. Who runs that team?
Which one?
The one that I think will pick Scotty.
That is Paul.
Oh, possibility, just on clout.
We were actually having...
If Josiah is still
Connection
available, Paul will pick him because of friends. And Miles Robertson, I think he was the next pick. He crushes the ball. Good player, stays calm. I don't know what his capabilities are pitching or fielding really because he was all-time pitcher pretty much in the slow pitch format. So I don't really know much about him, but he smashes. So he's a worthy second-round pick in my opinion just for his hitting. Who did I have next? I don't remember.
You know what? We're going to have to exit the broadcast. It still hasn't caught up.
About his dead end, like
All right. Josh is back on camera. We apologize. We are now broadcasting kind of lower quality.
So disrespectful.
So I'm going to get a close-up of Josh. Josh is just going to have to talk really loud. I apologize, you guys.
Am I looking at
we
you
are going
or
to
am I
be-
looking at me?
You're going to look at that one.
Look at me. It says
Yeah.
preview.
Oh, well, hang on. Boom.
Hey, everybody. What's up? Where did we leave off?
You were at, let's just go ahead. Second round, sixth pick was Scotty Westcott.
Scotty Westcott.
Seventh pick was Saved by the Balls,
Miles
picking Miles Roberts.
Smashed the
Eighth pick was Rocket Boy selecting Jacob Dunkel. Ninth pick was Thunder Duck selecting Josh Blair. 10th pick was Wiffle Hit Wonders selecting Anthony Stinnen.
Picking all good hitters. None of them really have any name recognition when it comes to pitching power. Could do some relieving. I will say Anthony has limited success as a pitcher on an NCAA regional tournament format, though that he's not had any experience doing it in our league. So I've seen what he's got. He can hit the zone. A medium speed pitcher can do quite well in this league. So he's the one who I have my eye on the most in the second round. The other two guys, they hit. Dunkel hits, and he's a fantastic fielder. So that's what I have to say about those picks. I'll defend those picks if anyone's got any issues with it. But one of those may not be in there if Josiah ends up getting drafted, since we have him towards the bottom. And that'll move people down. And Bryce Lee, of course.
Well, thank you, Josh, for all that. I'm sorry that we had to cut out on you on that one. Next up,
Apology not accepted.
we're going to go ahead and go with Josh Blair's mock round draft pick. We're going to try to speed this up a little bit better so that we can break stuff.
And sixth round pick, my third and sixth round pick are the same name.
As you can see, he's sitting here telling me what his first and sixth round pick is.
Third and sixth, it's the same. Tyler Rouse, I messed up.
Well, it happens. So, anyways, we're going to go ahead and put him on there. Josh, your first pick. Okay, never
Where
mind.
am I looking?
You can look into this camera. You're going to make this difficult. I'm just going to get a mugshot view. The first pick is Wiffle Hit Wonders picking Jeremy Ray. Second pick was Thunder Ducks picking Bryce Clark. Third pick is Rocket Boy selecting Tyler Roush. Fourth pick was Saved by the Balls selecting Brandon Metzger. Fifth pick was Asthmatic selecting Scott Westcott. What do you think about those picks, and why did you make them?
Obviously, number one is inevitable. Number two, inevitable. Like Anthony said, it's those two are hand in hand.
Yeah.
Number three, I'm not familiar with him, but from what I hear in his rankings, I think he's going to take, and if I'm not mistaken, he played for the Rocket Boys before, correct?
Yes.
So I think they're going to.
Tyler Roush? No, he did not play
He
with
did
the Rocket,
not?
but no.
Okay, I apologize. So
Again, we try to do something very professional, and it just goes. But anyways, your fourth pick was Andrew Westcott
It's going
selecting
fine.
Brandon Metzger.
Brandon Metzger, I don't know. I was just going. I was just going off my rankings. I'm not familiar with him, but I mean, if I see his face, I'm a face person. What the?
Oh, thank you. I got it.
We're going to check in with the players' room. So,
They're not playing anything anymore.
They're sitting there doing
Because
nothing.
the internet.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus. It's in my hair. Sorry, Pearl.
so this is a players' room. As you see, nobody's in there right now, but the main concept would be to have a bunch of people in there doing stuff like spilling pop and Pepsi and Coke and whatever, and jumping in and out of the camera angles all night long. As I said in my draft draw, this is Huntington Wiffle Ball League. It wouldn't be Huntington Wiffle Ball League if something did not go wrong.
We're very professional here. Stop. I got it. You lied. I'm trying to watch this because we can't watch it on your 56K internet. Trying to watch it's going well.
All right, so back to your picks. You're now back on camera. You had
No one knew it was me.
Paul selecting Scott Westcott, your buddy.
Scott Westcott.
Yeah.
The belly.
Yes.
Hey.
Oh well, I mean, obviously Andrew's not going to get him, and he's a good player, so I think somebody's going to try to pick him up early. He could be an asset to the team as long as he don't roll around the bases. But I think he's going to be a good pick.
All right, and then in the next round you have sixth pick selecting Tyler Roush.
That was the third pick. I messed up on that.
I know. 7th pick was Saved by the Ball selecting you. 8th pick was Rocket Boys selecting Anthony Stidham. 9th pick is Thunder Ducks selecting Jacob Dunkel. 10th pick is Wiffle Hit Wonders selecting Miles Roberts. Son.
That's all. I mean, there's nothing major. I mean, Miles is a good hitter, but I mean, I think that he's gonna. I don't think he's gonna make it back with the shoot. Yeah, that team.
And my last question for you on your mock: who goes first, Josh or me?
I think Josh will go first because he.
All right, that's enough of that. Next up on this wonderful day is Jeremy Ray. Wherever Jeremy Ray is, there he is. Jeremy Ray.
What's up?
So your first round draft picks, you had Wiffle Hit Wonders selecting you. You had Thunder Ducks selecting Bryce Clark. You had Rocket Boy selecting Bryce Leap. You had Saved by the Balls selecting Tyler Roush. And you had Paul selecting Brandon Metzger. Walk us through that. What is your thought process?
Pretty much just, I knew that was the obvious choice. Everyone predicted me for the first round, and so I mean I just went on based on that. Bryce is definitely the second best pick out there for Thunder Ducks.
But I'm the first.
And trying to think, Bryce. I think Bryce Lee, with him and Seth, I mean they have a good connection. I have a feeling that he's definitely going to the third if it's given to him. If Ian doesn't pick Leap over Clark. Andrew, I have a feeling that he might take Tyler Roush. I mean, he's the next best available, solid player, and I really do think that's what he's going to choose. And then Brandon Metzger, to me he's still a wild card. Who knows? Paul's pretty unpredictable on what he's going to choose. So picking for Paul and where I think he's going to choose is pretty much very difficult.
And finally, your second round draft, you have 6th pick, Paul selecting Jacob Dunkel. 7th pick, Saved by the Ball selecting Scott Westcott. A little bit of nepotism going on there. 8th pick, Rocket Boy selecting Josh Blair. 9th pick, Thunder Ducks selecting Miles Robertson. 10th pick, Wiffle Hit Wonders selecting Josh Smith.
Do not give him that pick.
I think Dunkel was a solid choice because Paul knows him. Knows how he can play. Jacob's a great fielder and really quick, good hitter. Scott, I have a feeling that it's a familiar person for Andrew, and he's going to choose him.
Really?
Yeah.
There's a familiar connection there. What makes
I
you
mean,
say that?
just curious. Let's see, who was my next one?
You had Josh Blair being picked by Rock Boys.
He may be going to the Rocket Boys, and my switches might be switched. It might be Robinson going up to Thunder or to Rocket Boys, and Josh going to Thunder Ducks. I mean that's a good possibility.
And then your final second round pick was Wiffle Hit Wonder selecting Jacob Smith.
From what I saw, that he's a pitcher, and I trust Bryce's breakdown of a player, and he said that he's a pretty solid pitcher and really strong arm, and so that's what I was going based on.
Well, last question: who goes first, me or Josh?
I'm gonna go the Josh over here.
Okay, well, that's enough of that. So coming up next, we're going to go ahead and go into a real quick, brief break. Then we're going to come back with the two captains who are here, Andrew and Seth, and then we're going to go right into the draft. So we're moments away from the first overall pick being announced.
Waiting for
and
my
I'm serious,
phone call.
we're about 3 minutes away. So stay with us, ladies and gentlemen. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go into the captain's introduction, but first I kind of wanted to show you, it is an official draft. These will be what the captains write down their picks or their surrogates who are making the phone calls and everything else. They write down the round number, the pick, the player name and the team. We're going to have these laminated. It's going to be something really fun. So that way, once I go after Josh, it's going to be set in history. But with me right now is the captain of the Rocket Boys, Seth Mullins.
How you doing?
Good. This is your first time on a HWL podcast.
Yes, it is.
So welcome. This is actually now a live video, so you kind of get up that way. Josh is more anal on his podcast,
Yes.
And then when it's not his podcast, he does whatever he wants to do.
Always anal.
But what are you looking forward to in this season?
I'm ready to start. See how fast pitch turn is.
Yeah, that's about normal.
Last year was fun.
Last year you guys had fun.
Real fun.
Now here's the thing: you have Bryce Leap, and you have Miles Robertson.
Yep.
If they're available,
Yep.
you're picking them.
Good.
Okay. So we're gonna see this. We're gonna see how this works out. It's gonna be very interesting. I think we're going through another set of connection issues.
It's the fog here.
Yours bad.
That one might get.
I have it all the way on low.
Oh, damn, dude. I'm sure there's a bathroom there. Positive of it.
You might get pink eye.
We're gonna go right to commercial break real quick.
Jesus, it smells terrible.
Now with me is the captain of the, you see it, the new logo, Saved by the Balls, Andrew Westcott.
Big balls.
So you're a captain. What made you choose to become a captain?
I put I don't know on the list, and you said I was a captain.
I didn't say it. No, not me.
Somebody said I was a captain, so
We're not going automatically to blame that.
either way, it worked out. So I didn't. Either way,
What are you looking forward to this
just to
year?
have a good time, have a blast.
Who are you picking first?
Yeah.
Let me ask you the same question I asked him. If Miles Robertson and Bryce Leap are available, are you going for them?
We're looking to do some trading. Nobody's been on my offer yet, but we'll see what we got.
All right, awesome. So, coming up, the first pick. Josh Smith, you want to join me over here? We are over here. We are going to go ahead and start.
TJ Harrison has the first pick, correct?
Josh is right by me. TJ Harrison has the first pick. We're going to go ahead and count it down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. TJ Harrison is now on the clock. And the pick is in. So
Hold on. Yeah.
we're going to have him go ahead and
got
submit
in.
the pick. So who do you think it is, Josh?
Oh, I'm going to go Jeremy Ray.
I'm going to go Jeremy Ray.
If he's smart, it won't be Jeremy Ray.
Well, the
it's probably gonna pick Jeremy Ray.
the trade deals I've heard about, and we're going to hear about it at the end of the draft. If he's not picking Jeremy Ray, then he has a lot of faith in somebody. A lot of faith.
No reason to have that.
Little unknown fact: the rules committee members are actually announcing the first round picks. The first pick is in. Josh Smith is actually going to announce it, so we're going to go straight to camera, and Josh Smith is going to go over there and announce this first round pick. You guys, here it is. Pick number 1, round 1.
I need a pen.
Hello, Wiffle Nation. It is my distinct pleasure and honor to announce to you the first pick in the first ever Huntington Wiffle League draft from the Wiffle Hit Wonders by Captain TJ Harrison. Pick 1 of round 1 is Jeremy Ray.
Jeremy Ray with the first overall. He is on the phone with the captain. He is sitting here talking. Yeah, he's just happy. He's doing it off camera so nobody can see it. Nobody can see it at all.
I did it!
We're gonna go ahead.
I did it!
We're going to
Mom,
switch
I
over.
made it! I made it! Thank
he
you
is.
guys.
He is.
Thank you, Wiffle Nation.
is.
It's a big honor.
He's very excited. He's very pumped up.
Pin.
He needs another pin. So now, the next
Right
pick in
blood,
the
right?
draft goes to Ian Handy
you
and
really
the
care.
Thunder Ducks. He's on the phone right now. Josh, who do you think it's going to be?
I'm going to go with Bryce Clark.
Bryce Clark.
He's on the organizing committee. How do you fuck that up?
What's your first pick?
In the first round, no one loves football more than this guy. He's going to be the first pick.
Oh,
on this team, no doubt.
Paul's pick?
I do.
Jeremy here.
So, I think it's going to be Bryce Clark. I think that's
Bryce
where he's
Clark or
going to go.
Josiah Chapman?
I think it's going to be. It might be a surprise pick.
It's going to go with.
See, here's the thing.
Name recognition.
Here's the thing, and the pick is officially in. The pick is officially in. I'm going to go ahead and switch with Josh real quick, and we're going to go ahead and go right into. All right, Wiffle Nation. Round 1, pick 2, playing for the Thunder Ducks and in handy. I think it follows what it was a consensus. Number 1, number 2. He's a great player. I want to see how he does fast pitch. I think this is going to be exciting. But with the 2nd overall pick in the 2017 Huntington Wiffle League draft, in handy selects Bryce Clark. That's a huge pick. Oh, that's
Very emotional reaction here.
huge pick going off. That's going to be Bryce Clark and Jeremy Ray are off the board. So who do you think goes number 3? Who do you think goes number
Who's
3?
got the pick?
No.
Okay, so the pick is already in. This first round's gonna go very fast paced because everybody knows.
Let's just do it.
Everybody knows who's in.
Who's calling my pick?
Anthony Stidham is actually going to. Jeremy is.
Jeremy.
Well, you know what? Josh will, since he's on the phone with Paul. Go ahead and grab the mic. All right, you guys. Here it is. Pick number 3.
With the 3rd pick in the 2017 Huntington Wiffle Ball League draft, the Rocket Boys select Bryce Leap.
Bryce Leap with the 3rd overall pick. That does not surprise us at all.
Change my name to Bryce next year.
I think 1-2 on the Bryce picks.
Thanks, man.
Nobody is sitting in the thing.
Did you not?
Next up, as you see on camera, Anthony slid through the thing. So with the 4th pick, it's already in. Saved by the Balls. Select. You don't have to pick up the mic. It's getting bad feedback. Who do you have, Josh?
First round, 4th pick for Saved by the Balls will be Tyler Roush.
Welcome.
Tyler Roush going to Saved by the
Yes.
Balls. That's a great pick. That is a great pick.
Way to blow it,
Next up, Andrew selected his. Andrew going through it. That's a huge pickup for Andrew. Now Paul with the Asthmatics is on the clock. He has 2 back-to-back picks. Jeremy is actually his draft man right now. So whenever he gets that pick, he's gonna come in. Me and Josh are actually gonna sit here on camera for a little while and do what we do best, which is look at you like this.
Mark him out.
Oh yeah.
I'm working on my time.
Josh, so how's it going? We're down to the last pick of the first round. Any surprises?
Well, the biggest surprise for me is when I first got here, my left nipple was hurting, and now my right nipple is hurting, but my left nipple feels better.
They say that's the ghost upstairs.
Yeah.
They say that's what the ghost does. You know who hasn't been on camera tonight? He's slid by without being on camera tonight. But he's not sliding by anymore. Go ahead and turn it around. We're getting him on camera. Here it is. Greg Sowards. How you doing, buddy?
Pretty good.
How's it going? How's the off-season treat you?
Marv. Great.
Are you excited to get the season started? Are you? Where do you think you're going to be drafted?
Late bottom round.
Who's going to go first, me or Josh?
Pat, you're my number 1 pick. You would have went first round.
He's lying.
Turn that shit off.
All right. Next up, go ahead. And the pick is in. Going to sit
Pick is
down.
in, everybody.
You
Let's
announce it. Jeremy, you announce it. You have both picks?
I'm helping. Never mind. Go ahead.
You have both picks?
Yes,
Going
I have
well.
both.
It's going well.
Okay, here it is. For both picks. Number 6. Number 5.
In the first round, pick number 5, Paul Hessen selects Jacob Dunkel.
The Jacob Dunkel going
Asthmatic.
5th overall. Now, real quick, we're going to go ahead and pause real quick before we go into the second round. Just an overview of the first round mock drafts. You had this was Anthony's, Jeremy Ray's, Bryce Clark, Miles Robertson kind of did not make it in the third pick. You actually have Josh Smith's mock around. He had Jeremy Ray, Bryce Clark, Tyler Roush, Brandon Metzger, Josiah Chapman did not
I can't believe
work out to the way he thought it would. Josh Blair, Jeremy Ray, Bryce Clark, Tyler Roush, Brandon Metzger, Scott Westcott, it's all but two.
A lot of shocks here.
That's his second round. And finally, Jeremy Ray, Bryce Clark, Bryce Leap, Tyler Roush, Brandon Metzger.
4 for 5.
Off by one. Yeah. Off by one. That's a great first start. So go ahead.
Listen to me.
Go ahead with the sixth pick.
Huh? No one wants to listen to me. Huh?
Sixth pick.
All right. With the first pick in the second round, Paul Hessen selects Josiah Chapman for Team Asthmatics.
That's that team now. That's a good team right now, but we'll see how that goes.
I'll smack him over the fence.
So Josiah Chapman going 6 overall. Next up, you're making your pick now. 6th pick, the 7th overall pick, making it is Andrew Westcott of Save by the Balls.
So we, second round, 6th pick. I'm going to go with familiar face here and go my brother, Scott Westcott.
We knew there was going to be nepotism in the second round, and there it is, Scott Westcott getting picked. Do we have one of those slips that can get filled out? Who took them? Can you grab them for me?
Here, I
Brother.
can make it this.
I really appreciate that. Thank you. So
Was it 7th pick?
7th pick.
Oh, it's 7th.
Yeah.
Is this
7.
what's broadcasting right now? So is it a delay?
There is a little bit of a delay.
Tape delay?
So,
Fuck!
ladies and gentlemen, thank you for
Add that out.
We have
being there.
nudity and stuff like that.
Josh would have yelled at me. Let me tell you stories. I'd start cracking up on my phone.
That's why you're
would
a better
ring,
person to me, buddy.
and, this is what I deal with. Welcome to my life. So, Josh, what are you thinking? What's going on?
My head is spinning with these picks right now, man.
They are coming fast, aren't they?
Can't book.
They're
It's like a
coming
real
fast.
draft right now.
They're
It's
coming
absolute
fast.
insanity.
He does.
Complete insanity. I love it.
So on the clock right now, you have the Rocket Boys. Miles Robertson is available.
I think most
Is
of
it-
that Clark was him.
I would be really disappointed if they go for getting the gang back together because this is a chance to. They know intimately his abilities, and if there's someone else out there they want to increase their chances of winning, they may
They're all
not
filled.
pick
I don't
Miles
know who has
Robinson. But
Oh,
that's going
Josh.
to make dinner time very weird if they don't. I like weird, so
You're-
I'm going to go
you're
with picking
announcing.
somebody else.
You're announcing. So the 8th pick is in. 8th pick, and he's announced it himself. So welcome to the new captaincy, Seth.
Attaboy,
Go ahead
Seth.
and announce your pick.
Round 2, pick 8. Rocket Boys select Miles Robertson.
Boo! The gang is all together today. Miles Robertson going with the 8th overall pick. Coming up on the 9th pick, you have Ian Handy, Thunder Ducks. Josh Blair is available. Josh Blair is available to be able to be picked. Pick is
You
in.
want Miles?
Is the pick in?
Yes.
And the pick is in. Here's Josh Blair to announce it.
Josh Blair.
Pick number 9 for the second round. The Thunder Ducks are going to pick Josh Blair.
Josh Blair. So how does it feel to be picked number 9?
Well, it don't feel bad. I'm guessing your predictions are wrong. I'm going to be with Ian after all.
I never said that you weren't. I said there's a chance.
There's a possibility.
There was a chance that you, possibility. I wasn't rooting for it.
Possibility was wrong.
There wasn't, okay. Possibilities are always wrong. Why are you so, everybody's so upset. Oh, thank God. Ian drafted his love child. There it is. All right, so we're coming up on the last pick. TJ Harrison picking. Anthony Stidham is available still. Is this an easy one?
Hashtag buddies.
Is it an easy one? We're going to find out. Here it is.
That's the second.
Here it is. The last pick of the second round.
This is easy.
With the 10th pick in the 2017 Huntington Wiffle Draft, y'all can suck it. It's Patrick Horton.
Oh, he did. He went best available. He went best available. That's
Well, you're up again, man.
that's you get the
Good day for ranking,
So-
bad day for friendship.
bad day for friendship. But he has He has the 11th pick, but he's going to do it. So announcing the 11th pick is Jeremy Ray. Seems he gets to pick his team. So here it is.
With the first pick in the 3rd round, TJ Harrison picks Anthony Stidham. Wiffle Hit Wonders.
3 picks in.
Solid pick. Solid pick.
That's an interesting pick. I wish I'd have somebody sit down and talk with me at some point. I'm doing.
That is an interesting pick.
That worked great. Josh just threw his cell phone on the ground just to kind of put it out.
Friendship. You know?
Sponsors of today's festivities is
the iPhone.
The iPhone. They're helping us do this.
Yeah.
Can
you still see me?
I can see you now.
Okay,
You
awesome.
look beautiful. So now coming up, we have 3rd round. We have pick number 12, right?
This could be very humbling for you.
This could be. Are we going to get out? You're good. Are we going to get out of the? We're going to be picked before the 5th round.
I don't know. We're in a basement right now, so I'm feeling
We're
pretty
in a
low.
class case of emotion.
Now looking at the rankings, Jeremy Ray's taken, Bryce Clark's taken, Tyler Roush is taken, Patrick Horton's taken, Jacob Dunkel's taken, Josh Blair is taken, Anthony Stidham is taken, Miles Robertson is taken, Scott Westcott is taken, and it looks like if you drop all the way down to the bottom, Bryce Leap is taken, and Josiah Chapman. So you have Brandon Metzger is the top ranked. He's coming in as he's up there. So do you think he's going this round?
I would say so.
All right. Well,
probably the first pick.
Announcing.
All the other Mothman have been taken.
Josh Blair will be announcing. Is Ian's pick in?
Ian's pick's in.
Ian's pick's in. Let's go ahead and announce it. Here, I got it if you want me to, or do you want to do it?
I'll do it.
With the 3rd pick, 3rd round, 12th pick overall, Sean Harmon is being selected. Sean Harmon is selected by the Thunderducks. So,
Sean Harmon.
So we are still on the board.
Yeah.
So at what point do we stop doing this broadcast?
Still available to play, guys. Still available to play.
I'm not even going to talk about this kid. He never played. He's not a veteran. He's not. Wait.
Let it in. Let the humbleness wash over you.
Me, you, and Greg's gonna be here all night. All night.
We've been going draft.
Last
we have an odd number of people.
Last to dance. This will be sad.
That's right. They haven't played Electric Slide yet. So
Mr. Irrelevant gets a car
not
this
too
year.
late.
Gets a brand new car. That's what Mr. Irrelevant gets. So Miles Robinson's pick is in. Josh.
The next pick 13 overall in round 3 for the Rocket Boys. Seth Mullins picks Brandon Metzger.
Brandon, that team became dangerous.
Fantastic team.
That is a dangerous.
powerhouse.
That is a dangerous pick. Brandon Metzger is a hard hitter, great fielder,
But can
very
any
fast.
of them pitch?
That's going to be the.
I don't know much about Bryce Leap. I do know he played varsity high school baseball. Could have been a water boy. Never saw it, so I don't know. He's awful skinny, so I could see him running from dugout to dugout.
I played on the softball team one year for varsity. Then they found out I wasn't a chick. It was a sad
on the
day.
Bowl team, so I'm still available.
Mathletes is where it was.
Quiz Bowl.
Me and you could do some math up in here.
That's right.
But nobody wants our math.
Nope.
Nobody likes us.
The only math that matters is how many people is watching right now.
See, I'm all right with getting picked below Brandon Metzger. He's better than me.
I respect
I don't know.
I only started the league, so
I don't know Sean, so I'm bitter about this one.
It is
I am bitter about this one.
There's been a couple unknowns. Gary Horton.
I'm going to start my own league after this draft. I'm going to leave the draft and start my own league.
Good luck, man.
Why don't you just drop out of the committee, be a
What pick
captain?
am I? What is this pick?
This pick coming up is pick 14 by Saved by the Balls. Who do you think they're going for? I think they're going to make your dreams. I think they're going to make your dreams come true and pick you.
I think they're going to.
I want one of them sweet jerseys if I'm not picked. I will say that much. I am very excited to see who they pick, though. They have a very strong team right now. But Seth Mullins' team, the Rocket Boys,
I
they're
know
looking
that.
at a top 2 team right now.
And the pick is in. Saved by the Balls.
Saved by the Balls.
Slucking it. Here it is.
Jacob Smith. What the fuck?
Don't throw that. Don't throw that. We need it for history.
I'm already over it. I'm completely.
I love the
stunned.
fact that you're
They
going.
picked another Smith. Another
He
Smith.
thought it said Josh Smith.
No, he didn't.
He thought it, and that's what
He looked at me and then he wrote it down.
He put JOACOB. It's just he's out. They picked Patrick Horton before Patrick Rail. I
I want to
mean,
make an announcement since we're on Facebook. I will be cleaning my friends list tonight.
this is worse. This is worse than
possible.
I'm very hurt.
So we're going into the last pick of the third round.
It's in.
It's in. I'm gonna announce it. With
One of us is going to be offended, or both of us. Both of us? Will it be both of us?
So
It's going to be both of us.
the third round pick number 15, the last one in the third round. Josh Ross.
Oh!
Josh Ross.
Wait, who?
I don't know.
The Asthmatics.
Who is that?
Josh. I don't know who that. That's
He
for.
wasn't even
that's
on
for-
the list.
Yeah, he
Now we're making up
He's
people
on-
on the draft ahead of me?
God.
Jesus Christ.
I'm being a little.
Who is Josh Ross?
I don't know.
I told you we're going to be in the basement. 5th round. If there's a 6th round,
there's
we
a
will be in
4th round.
This is the fourth round, bud.
We're already in the 4th round.
Well, this is the first pick of the fourth round.
I'm hurt.
Let's be honest. What do you think about that third round?
What, other than being crushed emotionally, I have no other input. I don't even know who this guy is.
Okay, so
Paul
with
just
the
lost a little
fourth round pick number 1 in the fourth round, or 16 overall, the Asthmatics, Paul's team. What?
Huh?
What?
What?
You're gonna be saying that a lot, Josh Smith. You got picked before me. I'm out.
Who else on this team? Josiah Chapman, Paul.
Doesn't matter.
What are you guys doing? You just sabotaged your team.
That was 16. So coming back, Saved by the Balls is back on the clock. He's looking hard over it. He's
I'm
skipping.
feeling pretty grateful to get
This
picked
is what's going on. We're gonna go ahead and do a live view of what he's doing right now. I'll describe it play by play. Play by play right here. He
touched me.
He just now saw Patrick Rail and skipped right over it and kept going down the list. He's highlighting everything around it. Nobody's available.
I bet
He is
he's
skipping it.
picking Josh Smith now.
Josh Smith is already taken.
I know.
You can feel better about
No
yourself.
regrets.
We're gonna go right back to you, Josh. Right there you are.
I still feel like I should have been a 3rd round pick. Last pick of the 3rd round.
I think they did that on purpose. I think that they wanted you to feel the pain.
I feel a lot of pain.
The pain right there.
Jeremy!
That's just so sad.
Shirt with all the blood stains in the back.
Oh, so we're going
So we know who that is.
17. Pick number 17. I was ranked 15.
Well, I was ranked 16. I got picked. They were
You can't. You're off the board.
They had me.
You've gotten married. You're done.
But I was picked 16. Correct?
I'm all by myself.
I was
I'm
ranked
over here.
16. That's accurate.
Bryce, we're gonna go to comments while we wait on this pick.
Okay.
Nick Stump said I'd pick the 2015 Hollow Wiffle Tourney MVP and Home Run Derby champ at some point. William Zuspin, I guess that's Wyatt's dad. William Zuspin said Wyatt is going to be a great son one day, but right now he disappoints me for not being picked. Bryce Leap said I'm playing college baseball right now, bro. Come at me.
He just got roasted.
So
by
you,
the internet.
Bryce Leap is threatening bodily harm to you.
To me.
Right on this board right here.
Why, are we the same
Nick
team?
Stump is laughing at you.
Funny guy.
Bryce Leap is now laughing at you too. And Joshua Ross says it was all me.
I want to kill myself tonight.
Please do.
What do you think about that, Paul?
And Paul Heston just wrote in what?
Wasted your pick, Paul.
He just came in, and there's James Clegg. Moving
Put the
on.
money down, James.
Hey,
You played once since 2013.
we have a trade in progress here, bud.
And there's a trade in progress to avoid picking Patrick.
No.
The team is avoiding. Let's just go ahead and skip over this one. So right now I'm going to go to Josh Smith. You're going to have to talk because all trades have to go through the rules committee.
Okay, I will
So,
talk.
5th round picks.
I'm not really sure what the rules
Well,
are
I'm
for
a-
trading
Hey,
here.
I got a direct line to you.
What are the
Here's
rules
Andrew.
and precautions for trading?
Hey,
so trading is 1 for 1, 2 for 2. It has to be an even number of trades.
Can they trade for picks?
And then,
Yeah.
You can
With the exchange of not having a player?
Yep.
My 5th round
Can
pick
can
for
they
the
trade
first round
after
pick.
the draft, or does it have to all happen today?
I don't know. What was the question? Sorry, I was listening in on it.
Are people able to trade during the season?
Yes. Yes, there will be
Till the
trades.
very end, or
But
can
all
you cut
trades
off
at the end of the time have to come through the rules committee. So that's gonna be interesting on that.
That's inviting some
Who
controversy.
do you want to
I
pick
mean,
next? And I'll pick him.
Does WSAM allow trades in the middle of the season?
You know, I'm not sure. They have an auction draft. It's much more.
We're not allowing it. Okay, then we're not allowing.
All right, I'll let Jeremy talk to you.
You know what? We'll discuss that later. I think we're gonna bring it up in the rules committee. If you'd like to see trading, bring it up to your captain because
Should cut off after half.
well, here's we're gonna since we have a little bit of time, we're gonna discuss this rule. This rule is the biggest rule. In order to introduce a new rule, the captains have to introduce it. Then they will vote on it. If it gets through the captains, then it will come to the rules committee, and the rules committee will vote on it. Majority rules, and we'll go from there. I think once the rules committee vetoes it, if it does not get approved, then the rule cannot be brought up unless the rules committee deems it's a new rule.
That sounds like a good use of the rules committee.
So I think that's what we're going for right here. We have a lot of comments going on. Brandon Corbett, your boy.
Love Brandon.
He says, yes, we allowed trades during the season up until week 9,
So that's a half
trade deadline. So he's bringing it in. This is why we like WSAM. They listen in. They give us feedback. They're there.
They're our big brother. So we have 4 tournaments. So before the end of the second tournament or before the beginning of the third tournament.
Again, that's something that's not have to be brought up to the
I'm
rules
just saying it's a
committee.
possibility.
We really
It's
do
an
have
option
to.
to entertain.
We really do have to look into this.
Trade is
So the trade has been turned down.
Shut down.
They are saying no more. Josh is the real water boy. Is Bryce Leap saying that?
All right.
Followed by "Come at me, bro."
He's a little late to the party.
He is.
Let's hug it out, guys.
So who's the last pick was
It's
Asthmatics.
me.
So right now, Saved by the Boss is coming in at pick number 17.
17. You want me to read it down?
Yeah, you can read it. I've read the last 2.
I'll read the next 50.
We're losing viewers though, so come back, baby, come back.
Sorry.
You can blame it all
Too
on
much
me.
talking.
Way too much
That
talk.
trade talk was
You guys,
like-
sometimes trade talking just happens. You guys, be patient. And here it is.
The
Pick number 17.
Saved by the Balls, pick number 17. No, it's not the last pick of the round 4. It is going to be Wyatt Zuspan. I believe possibly the last Mothman
I believe so.
to be selected. Doug Prather, I'm not sure if he's been selected.
Oh, Doug Prather has not been.
He's not been
So
selected.
Mothman, White's husband is actually a pretty good pick.
Did he play in our league or did he only play in the London tournament?
I think he played. I think he played in. Well, I played with him during intramurals. He's a good player. Him and Patrick Horton are really underrated.
Hitting or fielding or just they're all around athletes?
It's hard to tell indoor. It's hard to tell.
Well,
So now on the clock is Rocket Boys.
Rocket Boy.
Rocket.
Stump. He's a reserve.
He'll probably only be able to make it in for one tournament. Yeah. So Nick Stump, you still listening? Comment how many tournaments you're going to be able to make it in.
That's
We
going
need
to
to know.
really impact what you're going to be picked for.
This is. I see you watching.
Nick, 3
Comment.
or 4.
He likes to watch.
You might be the next pick if you're going to be here. And Seth Mullins has his pick in.
Way to go, bud.
There it is.
That's quick.
Seth Mullins, captain of the Rocket Boys, in the 5th round, selects for pick number 18, Doug Prather, and now we are officially out of Mothman.
Well, they picked the whole team before me. A whole team.
Whole team.
Whole team. Now they're going to start picking their brothers. Call up some of the Mothman brothers.
Maybe
See what they're doing.
On the draft list,
See what's doing. What's going on.
Patrick Ross, maybe.
Patrick Ross. I think that's a good one. It's a good one to have. Nick Stump said 2-3. Unfortunately,
2 to 3 tournaments.
is that 2 to 3 other tournaments?
I believe that's 2 to 3 tournaments.
Get a haircut, Josh. Bryce
I
Lee.
do need one.
That's 2 to 3 tournaments for Nick.
2 to 3.
I have some chest hair going
Unfortunately.
There we go.
Is Wyatt on there? Tell him I said welcome to the squad.
Wyatt, if you were watching, Andrew says welcome to the squad. Right now watching, shout outs to Stephanie Dunkel and Jacob Dunkel. They are watching together.
Jacob sucks.
It's 2-3 for Nick Stump. So 2-3 picks for Nick Stump. Also watching is Nick Stump. Miles Robertson is watching.
Miles.
He's over there. Paul Hessen is watching, but he can't hear anything. So
He's deaf.
and Scott Westcott is watching.
He's fat.
So those are 8 people watching.
Scott watches a lot of TV.
Sadly, nobody else wants to watch us. Nobody's gonna see me get picked.
It's good. I think it's really neat that Stephanie and Dunkel
Watch it together.
this while they're making a baby. That's commitment.
It's gonna be a Wiffle baby.
That is there's a lot going on there.
There's a lot.
That's a very layered.
A lot of balls, a lot of bats.
Beer assistant.
Oh, that's right. I do have another one back here.
Yeah, I got one. Could you get that for me? You care?
Who's got next pick, buddy?
That's funny every time, Pat.
You got your bubble.
Miles Robertson called you gay.
Gay.
Yeah.
He's not. I mean, define gay.
Oh no. You're gonna get up every time you play that team. Paul, I'm joking. Pick me once. All right, pick me.
Which team
Damn it.
am I on Asthmatics?
19th pick.
19th pick.
Pick 19
For Ian, right?
Yes.
for Thunder Ducks, Ian Handy's team, handed to me by one of his assistants, is going to be Nick Stump, which, according to our latest information,
You know. Here's my
is going to be available for 75% of the tournament.
here's my issue with that pick. Ian's my cousin. this is some bullshit. I think I'm gonna kick Ian out of the league.
Call me a liar. Call me a liar.
Next stop, going to Ian Handy's team. I'm.
I highly doubt it.
I am. You're gonna get one.
Seriously, if that.
That's still better than. I mean,
If it's a bad
Patrick is right.
you're okay.
The camera's not on me anymore.
2 to 3. It's
Yeah, it is.
Still?
It's
Are we
still on.
split?
Yeah, we're split.
Okay, cool.
We've been making love for a while now.
Which side are you to me? Like, am I pointing you?
Yeah.
Jeremy,
Yo.
need you to make.
Hang on.
No, TJ.
Yeah, that's
That was sexy.
Jeremy,
That
I need
was.
you to make that.
Who's got next?
It doesn't matter. We always know who's not getting picked.
TJ's got the next.
All right, TJ Harrison's on. His picks are in.
Yes.
Okay, picks are in. Everybody keeps on giving them to Josh. I don't get to make a pick. I don't get picked, and I don't get to make a pick. This is the worst.
Okay, back to back. You want to bang us out, or you want to talk about it?
Bang it.
Bang it out.
Without lube.
Let's bang
I mean,
it
what?
raw. Here we go. Pick number 20 of round 4. I think it's the final selection, round 4. The Wiffle Hit Wonders select Derek Darlack.
Don't
Not
know.
much to say about that. His name is alliterative. So we're going to move on to the next pick. I know nothing about him, but I'm sure it's a very wise pick, considering he weighed options. Pick number 21 of round 4. The Wiffle Hit Wonders. Round 5. Someone wrote for him. I was wondering about that. Pick number 21. First pick of round 5. Wiffle Hit Wonders select reserve player Ryan Pritt.
That's
Good
it.
pick, good pick.
It's a good pick.
I do wonder how
Depends
many
on how
tournaments
many
he's going
he's
to be able to
gonna
participate in.
Depends on how many he's gonna come, and depends on how far I'm gonna fall down this draft board. Guys, this is what happens when.
Patrick, I do have a question.
All right.
Yeah.
Thunder Ducks.
Exactly. If you could throw.
It better not be me. You better tell him to withdraw that pick. I'm not playing for him. I'm done.
Patrick, I do have a question. If you had to throw yourself off of a set of stairs, how many stairs do you think it would take for you to kill yourself?
I'm pretty fat, so it's gonna be a heart attack.
So enough stairs to die while you're falling?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll say you fall tripping going up an escalator. I like it. Pick number 22, second pick of round 5, the Thunder Ducks, captained by Ian Handy, select a relative, Patrick Rail.
I veto it. I'm out.
You ever selected, I think,
6th round. He could have got Nick Stump this round. He could have got him. He was still available.
6 spots below me. 6 spots below me.
Seth.
Below you.
Below you.
I see what he did there.
Is there any more? Of the?
Any more picks? I don't know.
No. What you have in your hand?
Oh yeah.
Somebody grab me one.
There's 4 left.
5 don't like my balls.
There's 4 left.
So, whose team are you on?
I'm on the
Hey, there's
Asthmatics.
6 left.
I don't know who their other
Who you
picks were
taking?
besides Paul's captain and Josiah Chapman. I do not know who else is on the team.
Jacob.
I'm very happy that I get to play with Nick Stumps.
Josh Blair's on the team?
Rush.
Josh
Oh,
Ross.
thank you, bud.
Can't wait to meet you, bud. That's pick 23, right?
I believe so.
No,
Sean
Huffman's
Huffman?
still
No, he's still available.
Okay, so there's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's still 7 available players.
7 available players. We could have
7?
7 rounds.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yes. I bet
What pick are we at in this round?
I believe pick 23. It's not written on here.
Scotty
I think it's the
Taylor.
third pick of the round 5, so it's looking like pick 23. I'm
Okay.
gonna go ahead and write that on here.
Can I announce the next one? Because you've done
He
6
finally
back
made
to
a
back.
team. He's happy.
I'm not happy. I'm still very upset with everybody. Everybody.
He got Rick.
So, round 5, pick number 23. He was a captain. He now he had dropped down to reserve. So I got picked in between 2 reserve players and everybody else.
Stay home.
Rick Patterson is now a Rocket Boy. How do you feel about that
My
one?
pick.
Finally, somebody who
Needs to see a
doesn't
picture of
have sleepovers with the teammates. That'll be interesting to see how he assimilates with the natives. So I'm going to be watching Rick. I don't know how many tournaments he's going to be available for. Rick has some unique talents with his tongue. So you're in for a treat.
Let's bring up a little bit of history about Rick and the Rocket Boys, though. I believe that Sit on My Base defeated the Rocket Boys in a tournament this past season with a pitching gym.
Hang on. Let me get the camera on you before you start going.
Okay.
There you go. There you are.
All right,
Go
so I
ahead.
think with just a little history from the past season, Rick Patterson, the reserve player just taken, was
If you can't beat him, join him. But we
pitched
beat him.
pitched an ace to win a tournament against the Rocket Boys, where there was some balls being kicked over by a bucket or by a player or 2.
Tell him Fairman.
Seems a little bit.
Fairman.
Seem a little soured about that.
I'm not sour at all. I was already eliminated because I played with a fun team.
Seth, I can't get you on my camera.
We had a
so-
great team.
Hang on. You stay there, Seth. I got you. I'll find you.
You don't want it.
Hey, move your camera up so I can see Seth.
Who do you want?
How do you feel about that comment, Seth?
Hold on.
How do you feel about that comment? Buckets being kicked. Was that true? Did that happen?
It happened.
Does Anthony sound a little sour about it?
No, he's telling the truth.
Sorry, you were on speaker.
Is there any truth to the saying if you can't beat him, beat him off?
And we're back. Josh is not.
Okay,
but-
listen.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be 8 players per team.
Well, you don't need why I got.
Hey, will somebody grab that other iPhone upstairs?
Let me tell you. Let me tell you who's left. Okay.
I'm just gonna get the other iPhone.
That'd be great, because I'm struggling.
Why?
I'm just going to hold this till the other iPad comes out.
Because we won't have 8 players per team.
All right.
28 divided by 5 is not 8. It's around 6.
Well, we've already got 6 players.
That's,
including the captain, there's 6 players on the team.
Considering the reserves, I mean,
so that's gonna be 7.
And we got another round. There's still about 7 people.
That comes to me.
Thank you. Yeah, put it on his. Yeah,
Is
you
it,
can
is it
disconnect.
even on right now?
Yeah, it will be.
Okay.
There you go. Let me see.
Can I not?
That's just the rest.
Whatever. Does it not do forward facing? Well, I think the team had to mess up and pick me.
I don't think the good team messed up and picked you.
You're trying to
What
get
is it?
traded
I think the
forward.
good team messed up and picked you. I think the good team.
Somebody's liking this a lot. I think. I don't know.
There's still 1, 2, 3.
Who's liking it so much? Oh, that's Miles Robertson.
Yes.
Just liking it constantly.
He just likes the shit out of it.
Just go and look at him go. Look at him go. Go,
Just likes
Miles.
the shit out of
Go.
it. Like it again.
Took our championship away. We didn't take anything away.
Who took what? You don't have to explain this, Miles.
Rick Patterson took you all to school is what happened.
Miles doesn't like school. I hate school, Mom.
We were in round 5 with only
I
3
hate it. I
asthmatic
hate it.
picks.
I hate it.
No, there's more there.
So,
You have Josh on your team.
Josh Blair. Wait, I'm on his team.
you're an asthmatic, ain't you?
Oh, Miles is on the Asthmatics.
No.
No.
No, he's talking about Duncan.
Oh,
Dunkel,
Don't
to
go.
answer your question, as they are fighting picks, Asthmatic selected Jacob Dunkel,
And
Josiah Chapman,
Josh Smith. Or no,
That was the 5th pick.
Josh
No, it
Smith.
was me.
Josh Smith and another.
Josh Ross. Then.
Jacob
Josh Ross.
Yeah, Josh Ross, Josh Smith.
5th pick.
And when I'm on the clock for him whenever it comes up.
There's a trade going on. It's 8:32. There's been a trade going on for a little bit. We're about
Completed?
Not yet. There's some argument.
My wife's asking me if we're drunk.
Who's trading?
Hold on, here.
I'm trying to. We're not going to do shout outs again. Watching now.
Josh, man, I'm trying to make a trade for you. It didn't work.
Trying to make a trade for me?
Yeah, it didn't work.
That's
Sorry.
touching.
Who you trying to trade? I was trying to trade
Trying to-
basically everybody, but it wasn't working. He wasn't having it.
So Saved by the Balls is on the clock. The trade, the
Someone's very aware of
second
my
trade did not go through.
What pick am I? Or lack of talent? 24?
Right Sleep had a comment, and I agree with him. He's right in this.
What is that?
Nobody likes losing, and we lost on a walk-off home run, so obviously I was mad, and he didn't throw a gem or ace. Laugh out loud. Score was probably 20-19. Truth knowing.
Man, Bryce!
That's a lot. It's a lot to digest in that
It was
post.
actually 14-13.
It was, okay, I don't know.
Talk about sour on this end.
I think he described it. He's right. Nobody likes to lose on a walk-off.
No, nobody likes to, especially up in the London tournament. Whenever I hit that,
Common courtesy. Common courtesy. So the next pick is in. Saved by the Balls.
All right, I'm going to do the announcement here.
Sorry, man. I was trying to make a trade.
I get the next pick, so give it to me.
A trade fell through that would have involved somebody that I know. Pick number 24. That's a guy I know real well that I've touched. Pick number 24, round 5. Justin Fairman is selected by Andrew Westcott, captain of Saved by the Ball. That's an interesting pick.
That is an interesting pick.
I mean, I understand him being picked so low because if he used 2 hands to swing, second round pick.
Yep.
Since he's only swinging one-handed, I mean, I get it. Yep.
It's not a bad pick. Back to comments.
Yep.
Jacob Dunkel misses Josh Ross. I didn't even know Jake knew Josh. So
Everybody knows him but me. He must be good.
Jacob said he thought it was just him, Josh, and Josiah. Jacob was wrong. Also, AKA 2017 champions, Paul Hessen. Paul, you showed up to like 2 tournaments.
Hey, there's something going on with the.
Can you even hear what you're saying?
Not that one.
Something going on with the connection. This is what's displaying.
You're moving, but he's not.
You might want to take me off a split. Let's go with you. I'll come over there on your side.
There you go. Actually, no, I got you on the other camera. You're good on that.
Am I good?
Yeah, Joe, this one.
No.
I know that's what I meant.
Oh, that one wasn't working? Oh, no. You're right. Okay. Come over here with me. So,
Come on, buddy.
Where's that book?
pick number 5, or round 5, pick number 25. Asthmatic select Sean Huffman. What do you think about that pick?
The Asthmatics. So I'll get to know this guy. I could not tell you anything about him or Sean Harmon. So I will be able to tell you his cup size on the first day. So that'll be the very first thing I'm going to focus on trying to.
The cup size?
Mhm.
I need to disconnect from
It's
your
important. Cup size and girth.
So we're almost at the end, aren't we? We're pretty much there.
We're close to the tip.
We're almost there. So we're
Start
going
at the
first
base.
pick. First pick of the
Jeremy.
6th round.
It's up to you, Jeremy.
His Asthmatics is on the clock.
You got 2
and
picks?
it is in.
Paul's 5 and 6.
I don't know who this person is. Was that person even on the list?
He got put on the list right at the last minute. Round 6, pick number 26. Scotty Taylor. Anybody have a scouting report on him? Anybody?
Which team was this again?
Asthmatics, your team.
Asthmatics. Your team.
How many people were we getting? I'm going to be benched.
Hey, look, it was actually, you know what? You were looking at your
Who did you
phone,
get,
and it was still on.
The 5th round?
You were actually, the
Who
other
did you get
camera is
the
actually
5th
still
round?
working.
Oh, awesome.
So if you want to go back
Sure,
over there,
yeah.
you can.
Well, I had my. Should I end the app?
Yeah, I've already disconnected it.
Okay.
You're
I
disconnected.
don't know.
So we're back.
Who are these people?
tell you who I'm excited to possibly have on my team.
You have any shout outs you want to do, Josh? Greg, you've been silent. You haven't done anything.
I got a shout out for my boy Greg. He's not been picked yet. He is.
Who goes first? Mikey or Greg?
Oh, Greg.
Father or son?
Who's left? Greg can only catch the ball.
I think only Mikey and Greg.
Mikey and Greg are left, and Schaefer's left. Yeah, Matt Schaefer, Mikey Saxton, Greg Sowers. Wiffle royalty is being left on the chopping block here. Who's got next?
Next pick is actually
Saved by
Andrew.
the Balls.
Yep.
Thunder Ducks.
No,
it's
Saved
me,
by the
bro.
Balls.
Him.
27th pick.
That's me.
It's him.
We just finished the 25th one.
Well, I thought you did the
26 just went. He has the
What do
27.
you pick?
Yeah, you have 28, bro.
No, he doesn't.
You know how
He
that
has
draft
28.
works?
Math is hard. They're
29.
Okay.
Yeah,
Who do you pick?
Math is hard.
I don't know who I'm picking.
Who is Matt Schaefer, first of all?
I don't know.
A low pick.
Where did he come from?
Who's Greg
Anybody have
Sowers?
any
Who's
comments,
Greg Sowers
questions that
and
they'd
Mike?
like to put out into the atmosphere
Matt
while we
Schaefer?
wait for the next pick?
Did Matt Schaefer play with you all?
Anybody
No.
know who Matt Schaefer
I
is?
don't know who Matt Schaefer is.
Somebody give a brief description on the comments of Matt Schaefer.
I'm pitching against Rocket Voice. Just saying.
I'm going to tell you Bryce pitch for us.
So you don't be done with college ball by the first
He's got a
round?
ball game. I don't know if
Anybody know who Schaefer is?
I looked him up on
Facebook.
Facebook. He's kind of like middle aged, and he's from out of state, and he lives in
What about Mike? Big Mike. Is he not playing?
Nope.
No, he can't do Saturdays.
Horse shit, Big Mike, if you're watching.
He's not.
He's not. It's
Well, it's still
basically
horse shit.
it's basically still the Dunkles on their date night.
I do have a shout out
They're
to people
taking-
still
Oh,
watching.
Jacob
this.
Dunkel left. The date is over for Jacob.
Oh, he finished.
Stephanie is still with us.
He's
Nick
getting
Stump
fouled.
is still watching, and so is Scott Westcott. He's stayed dedicated.
Scott, tell us if we're actually coming
I'm
through.
not.
Are we transmitting?
No.
He
Ian,
doesn't.
Nobody has little hands.
in a trade.
These are big.
For what?
Big meaty hands.
Hold on, let's go talk.
Look.
Come on, come into my office.
Oh God, are we doing another trade?
Sorry, guys. It's late round pick.
Y'all act like that's something to do. Fight for me, Anthony.
You're right. I don't have anything to do. You called me out on that.
I just want to thank Paul Heston for having faith in me to wait till he already had 4.
Jacob Dunkel is back.
Jacob Dunkel's back. Hey, wipe off, buddy. It's gonna be all
Hey,
right.
hey, Scott! If you're still on the toilet, you need to go to the doctor. This has been a abnormally long.
Not if he has a squatty potty. I think he'd be all right.
Well, the
You
squatty
call it
potty.
Scotty potty.
No. If he had the squatty potty, he'd be done in about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Just opens the flow.
It's supposed to prevent you from getting Crohn's disease and other artery-based diseases that happen from sitting on the toilet. That's what I read. I don't know if it works.
I doubt it does. I have one.
I enjoy sitting. I don't want to squat. I'm not an animal.
Jacob says woo.
Woo. Jacob, are we coming through okay? Can you let us know? Whoever's watching, are we actually processing
Do we
here?
only really have 5 likes? This makes me sad.
Well, we're not watching it.
At one point, Miles was spamming likes, so we have to have more than 5. Miles, we appreciate all the likes, even though you're gone. Come back. Baby, come back.
Miles is a Facebook god.
Tang.
Tang.
Jacob said tang.
That's a good date. That's a good date
We're
night.
working the trade.
I think that's
Can I get
code.
some extended time, sir?
Speaking of
I'll give you some
extended,
extended.
No, I don't want the extended
You
time.
don't want that?
You're not getting
I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom and see what kind of comments we had going on. Tyler Roush was still excited that he got picked twice. That's all. Yeah, that was the only one I didn't read.
Because I was up in a hotel room with you one time. I know.
Let's recap who's been drafted in this round, Patrick.
Drafted in this round
We're round 6.
is Scotty Taylor.
Good start.
That's it. That's it. That's
Saved
all we
by the
have.
balls is really eating time.
Anybody else want to talk? Because it's been me and Josh.
Last time I got talk, I got scolded by a college baseball player. So
You can't let that hold you back.
it's true.
Is that really
Bad things happen all the
Is
time.
that really how
Which
little of
This one.
a reputation someone has to make you feel ashamed?
Well, you know, he's a pretty vicious kid, and he's a college baseball player. So you know,
Bryce Lee,
Baseball player.
here's the thing though.
you've been a great champion of this draft. Bryce Lee. His name's probably has been said more times
This,
than
this
anything.
draft is doing what I was hoping it was doing. It's getting people to talk. That's talking is very important for this kind of setup because
I think we've been talking for about an hour, me and you.
if people talk to each other, they're going to build some team camaraderie. Team chemistry is absolutely essential this year.
So who's looking like the best team right now?
But if you take me off the team, Asthmatics is looking like a pretty good team. It's really hard to rank teams now, man, because we actually finally have true parity. Another team that stands out is they've kept their core group, the Rocket Boys. They've not really messed with their recipe for success here. And we'll be honest, Ian's team's made some shocking picks. I'm curious to see what those are going to be like. I don't remember Saved by the Ball.
Hang on, breaking news. I
don't know their picks.
Bryce Leap said when Anthony's team beats the Rocket Boys, he can talk. Didn't we beat them in Hollow Wiffle? Yeah, we did beat them. Oh, well, then Anthony still can't talk.
I think we won one game in Hollow Wiffle.
I won 3.
Bryce, if you
Actually,
on
I was out number 1 overall ranked.
Bryce, if you're on the defense,
You were.
Anthony
You
will
were.
never speak again.
But Bryce won't play with us.
Yeah, Bryce says he was not there.
So is there anybody from your team that's entered the draft that is not on your team?
No.
It was just us 3. Nobody else wanted to play.
Yeah, you guys always struggle to find a 4th player for me. Kind of rotated some people out.
Who hasn't beat the Rocket?
So we're a week away.
We're
not even. It's coming up Saturday.
Yes!
Saturday. This is coming down. I just want to show something as we're right here, still waiting. This is what it looks like when you are still waiting to be picked.
This is the Aaron Rodgers.
Right there.
I'm hoping right here.
I'm hoping.
This is the look you give.
I'm hoping for some reason. I'm hoping. Greg,
Bryce Leap wants me to read his comment
I don't
again.
have enough picks.
Bryce
I
Leap
think we have
says-
enough.
I don't think there's enough players.
Oh, never mind. Nick
And
Stump
Mikey's on the board.
went at Bryce Leap. Said who hasn't beat the Rocket Boys? Laugh out loud. Laugh out loud.
Hey,
And Bryce Leap said, "Read my comment." Laugh out loud.
Hey, Patrick, I do have a question.
Yes.
Is there any way we could put the camera back on Greg?
The camera is on
Who
Craig.
here has beaten me in fast pitch?
Awesome.
Crank it. Even though we're gonna get taken off for copyright.
Yeah, way to go, Josh.
I'm on the clock, so you got like 10
Every
As much
time,
time as you want because you've been on the clock for 25 minutes.
Never. Bryce Leap said. I don't know what was.
No, talk to himself.
No.
at this
What are you
point.
talking about, Bryce?
Get your boy under control. Seth Mullins is gonna sit down and talk some sense into his kid.
What are you talking about?
You gotta speak louder than that.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Well, we can.
I know they can.
We can hear you. Come on, Bryce. What you got?
We're waiting for you, Bryce.
All right, it's starting to get sad for real now. Let's stop.
All right, Seth. What do you have? No, go ahead, sit back down, Seth. Sit back down. You gotta talk.
I don't know what to say.
You gotta talk now.
I think they're trying to trade to avoid me.
I think they're trying to
We're
trade
still waiting on a
sexual
trade,
favors.
everyone.
So if you were in the draft, what number do you think you'd be picked at?
Probably late draft pick.
By now, by this point.
Yeah, probably.
Later than me?
No.
Probably.
Hell no.
No.
I only batted a little over 400 in slow pitch. I didn't do too good.
I had a higher batting average than Josh. It doesn't matter at that point.
I think I struck out 4 times.
Style. Does anything matter in slow pitch though?
No. Nothing.
Fielding.
It's kind of hard to field something.
This
whenever
is
send the ball over.
you know, I'm gonna be a cancer in the locker room this year. I hope Ian knows this. I'm gonna be a cancer. I'll be a big cancer.
Ian needs an extension now.
Oh my gosh!
He's at work. He's at work.
That's what I've heard.
Anyways, how would you feel if your cousin picked you after a reserve guy? After a reserve guy,
I wouldn't care.
you're lying. You'd be hurt.
Nah.
You'd be hurt.
I guess you'll
I'm
never
just
know.
ready to play.
Nick Stump said just dingers.
Just dingers.
Just dingers. Have you guys had a fun night tonight, Jeremy?
Oh, I've had a blast. I can't wait to see what these guys think what fast pitch is all about. Because I'm absolutely going to destroy everyone. Good solid pick, TJ.
Make Wiffle great again has never beaten us. You know what, Bryce? You were right. We never beat you. But we were most patriotic.
True.
And that's what matters. That's what matters at the end of the day.
Hand over heart.
We had a flag.
Never forget.
Give me a second. Josh is on talking through some stuff.
Seth, talk some shit. Great. You guys
All right. Patrick's going to take a break. And me and Seth, right here, man. Yeah. Me and Seth are going to do some talking. So, Seth, you've never been on the podcast before, have you? Just to be clear, this is not the podcast. We may use
my first time
here. Yeah. Well, sometimes it's hard that first time, but it will get easier. So we're going to do a podcast before the tournament, talking about some power rankings here, discussing these rosters, hopefully getting some more scouting reports for who is going to be going to have the stronger teams here. So there's a lot of unknowns here. Patrick Horton. A lot of guys that Bryce has spoken for that I'm not really sure what their talents are going to be. So it's going to be kind of a wild card this year to see who's doing what. So any thoughts on that?
Should be fun this year.
So I think the draft is doing what it's intended to do, and that's to kind of bring some people together that would not normally play together. I mean, you wouldn't know what I'm talking about because you brought a bunch of people on your team that you know. So that will be interesting to see how these teams kind of collaborate together. Yep. So I'm very interested in that. I've only played with a couple of the players that are on my team as teammates or directly against each other. I think Dunkel's the only person I've played on a team with recently. But once we see these rosters stacked up against each other, we don't really have any. We have a handful of people that have fast pitch experience, so we're not really going to know what's happening. I mean, there's a 20% chance you'll get the number 1 pick correct for who will finish, based on.
Hey guys, Wiffle hit wonders.
Based on who will finish, but it should be very interesting. We've never had a season like this before, so I'm going to be interested in seeing what's happening. So. We've got Anthony and Jeremy on the camera over here. Guys, what are we thinking about the draft so far?
Well, I have a feeling that we're going to make a run for the championship, and that's just...
And not get it?
New team, new name, so the SOMB curse could be out there. But then again, we just finished winning the league championship last year. So.
I have one question, and one question only, and it's the most important question. Is there a uniform requirement? Both of you are on the rules committee.
I think that there needs to be a uniform requirement.
Absolutely. It adds so much to it.
And that needs to be happening. And I may, like, the dressing up of Will Ferrell might be happening. Might be. Depending on how bad we're actually doing.
It adds so much to a team, and when you have a team of people who haven't played together before and may not know each other, having a uniform that kind of, I don't know, gets the juices flowing on a team may help a little bit, because you're not going to play together a lot. You're going to play a lot when you're there together for the day, but you're only going to play on 4 different occasions together, and unless there's various combinations for other tournaments we go to. So you kind of have precious few hours together, so I say make the most of it and get the uniforms.
There is the TJ played with us last year in a tournament, so that helps. And he and I are best friends. Jeremy and I have done the regional, the regional tournament.
We did the regional together. We did the tournament in Ashland, Amy for Africa tournament
I still
together.
think I'm trademarking that name, just so you know. So you had to ask me for permission.
Those uniforms look great for
for
the few hours that we had them.
I'm sorry, that was my team, so that's my name.
Greek Wiffology. I made the logo, so
I came up with the name.
I don't give a shit.
Let's get actual shirts made this year.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know who done them last year, but shit.
They look great for 2 hours.
It's already a done deal that we're going back. So go ahead and get started on that.
Yeah.
And we'll get it good, like this style shirt.
Sweet, like it. So, how many people do we have left to pick?
I don't know, maybe 2,
3 people. So Mikey Saxton, Greg Sowers, and Matthew Schaefer.
We will gladly take you as
trade up to get me.
Irrelevant.
That's what it is, right?
So there's a trade going on, possibly between Ian's team
I will take you as my
and Saved by the Balls. We're gonna Jeremy and Anthony. Jeremy and Anthony, do you guys have any insider information on this trade? Who's the trade between?
I don't think they know what the trade is.
Who's the other team in the conversation was Saved by the
I
Balls?
think they've lost themselves. I don't.
We haven't lost ourselves. We're waiting on Ian.
You're speaking with the Thunder Ducks for a trade.
Save my balls.
Are you willing to talk about who you're wanting to trade for?
Not yet. Not yet.
Not this time. Okay.
Yeah, you don't want to create dissension if the trade falls through.
Hey, I gotta have to ask the questions. Okay.
I think a logo would
we might get fined by the commissioner. We can't talk about these players.
All right, so let's try to have some meaningful discussion here. Andrew or Anthony and Jeremy.
Let's talk about how many bugs are on the floor.
There's a lot of bugs here.
There's a whole lot.
Are you making fun of fucking Pearl's house?
Pearl is scary.
Is that what
Man,
it was
she
called?
is following you all the way home. I hope you like that, Blair.
So Anthony and Jeremy, I haven't really gotten a chance to talk to you guys on the podcast yet. What if you had to limit it to one thing? What's the one thing for each of you that you want to accomplish that the league's not done before this year? Big plans.
I would actually like to have more of a turn. Like we had a pretty good turnout in 2014. Like 8 teams that would show up on a regular basis, except for Bag Tag, who would have to forfeit every once in a while. And the same with Poker Night. And I would just like for more teams to show up, get involved, and this to be a bigger event. Because we've already hit one of my accomplishments that I would have liked to see was the draft in general.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've already hit one. My next one is for this to be a bigger event, more teams involved, more people around like this to be an ongoing thing, and just keep getting bigger, bigger, bigger. That's my ultimate goal for this.
I would like to go to the national tournament and for the other teams to look at us like they look at the WSC teams. They're like, oh wow, there's Huntington's coming to our tournament. There be a more fearful team when we go into the tournaments and things like that.
What? That's not normal? Okay.
I mean, for him.
Yes. Is it done in there?
He's Patrick Spector on the phone relaying.
There needs to be a time limit going forward.
I think we had one. Yeah, that was the rules.
So they're about to get jumped.
Yeah.
It's kind of
your commissioner is on the phone.
There's no commissioners.
5 of us. Just so you know.
It's a no.
No?
That's a no.
All that for a no?
All right.
What the fuck? Somebody's getting
Saved by the Balls are 0 for 2 on trade attempts.
That's actually
0 for 3. 0 for 3 on trade attempts.
Maybe 0 for 4.
I said one of my beats was.
Andrew set up a trade that if it was me, I would have accepted.
So we're going to be moving to the next pick, which I'm not sure. It would be pick number 27. I do not know who is next. Asthmatics had the last pick in the snake.
I think he's
Saved by the Balls has the next pick.
I think
Thunder Ducks.
It's either actually it is Saved by the Balls.
Saved by the Balls has their 6th round pick.
Rocket Boys, Thunder Ducks, and finally, I hope we get. I'm hoping.
Yeah.
I'm putting. If you take him, I'll be one unhappy character. Yes. If you take him, I'm going to be one unhappy character.
I think they
and that
just
means the
said
strikeouts will be plenty.
So
I will bring a 10 unit to the field to make sure my arm is good and gold.
Is it a possibility at all that something could happen and we could form a 6th team, or is this set in stone with the 5 teams?
That came into play, the fact that we had so many more people being added on, that if it gets to where a lot of people are just showing up, like to where a 6th team is needed, then we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
I mean, I'd say it's pretty much set in stone. Less than a week from now, we're going to have a 5-team tournament. Yeah. Easy to say. And then how would we pick who gets booted for what? Who would be the captain?
We're gonna look at it like how NWLA does it, where you can have an 8-man but only 6 can play.
We basically had an entire team of men join this draft within the past 48 hours.
Yes.
And I think that's really unfortunate. We really missed an opportunity to have a 6th captain and have an even.
The problem was that we didn't have anyone to really step up to be that 6th captain.
Agreed.
And we've actually had people drop down to just be reserved.
What? 30
from being a captain.
27.
27.
Saved by the Balls look like they're finally going to make their pick.
Sorry, guys.
Do what?
Really wasn't
Price.
me.
I wonder if they're going to try. They don't have another pick, thankfully, so this is going to wrap up.
I'm sorry, man. I'm just trying to make some moves.
Make some moves.
Do it on your own time.
should go fuck yourself.
Can you stop talking to him so he'll
Yeah.
do something?
For God's sake, Jeremy. Anthony, would you like to read the pick?
No, I would like you.
You want me to read the
I
picks?
want to read the
Okay. All right. The second pick of round 6, pick 27 overall. Andrew Westcott, captain of Saved by the Ball, selects Matthew Schaefer, an unknown to just about everybody.
Didn't you ask an hour ago who the fuck he was?
We will have 29 picks overall. Picks 28 and 29 are pending. Mikey Saxton and Greg Sowards are the only players remaining in the draft. 2 reliable players who are veterans. Each one of them has played in every season of the Huntington Wiffle League's history, so not going to be a bad pick. I am surprised by all the unknowns being picked here. Guys, are you surprised that we have 2 people who have prestigious and long-lasting careers being selected last rather than having unknowns, which I would assume have went to the
If you've
bottom?
ever watched Mikey Field, you know why he's down there.
I'm surprised for Greg a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm defending because I'm a Steelers fan too. For Mikey, I mean, this is a wiffle
I expected it to be bottom 5.
This is a wiffle ball tournament. It's not a sexual favor tournament.
So
I see
TJ will have any ink.
Greg, would you like to go on the record on all?
On what?
The obvious.
me being late.
You want to sit in one of the chairs?
No.
Come on over.
You hear my voice.
I'll tell you later, but I'll call you back.
Yeah. So
Come here. You
want this? No, not you.
I completely expected this. I'm hoping to be the last pick in the draft. Go Tigers.
the sleepiest of sleeper picks.
Is this the next pick?
Yes.
Pick number 28 is pending. We'll have 29 picks overall. We're 1 shy of 30 even.
Hey,
which was the goal.
Who put Matt Schaefer on there?
We don't know.
We don't know.
I don't know.
Nobody knows. All right.
I'm going to read this as it's written down. With
last round.
With the whatever pick and the last
28th
round.
pick.
Of
Round
the
6.
2017
It's in
Huntington
there.
Football League Draft. The Rocket Boys select Mikey Saxton.
Saxton.
Sorry, Saxton.
Here.
Mr. Irrelevant over there.
Final pick.
Yeah.
Mikey Saxton is picked. Greg Sowers is going to be the final
It is
pick.
my pleasure to announce within the round 6, pick number 29, Greg Sowers now becomes a Thunder Duck. Welcome to the team.
I got a trade
All right,
offer.
I have
got a trade offer.
I have a very excellent question,
You
get a
Greg.
trade offer.
Right. I have a trade offer. Josh, hold on.
Greg, get back on the camera.
Hold on, Josh, I have a trade.
Oh, hang on. Greg, what's it like to not be on the same team with Mikey?
Fucking awesome.
Why is he so excited? You ready? I
Get on the
trade
camera.
A 12-pack of Mountain Dew for Greg.
I don't drink Mountain Dew.
No. What do you want?
I want $5,000.
Damn. That is humbling.
I'll tell you what, I will trade you as a committee member all the fucked up message boards you want from here on out.
Here's the good news about that. You get the first pick
The incoming. You get
guys.
pick of the litter of the incoming guys. If we can have our boy.
I want Greg.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be a 1-for-1.
Busy at work. He's
I want
already
Greg.
denied two trade offers.
Let me talk to Ian. I want to talk to Ian.
Well, you can talk to Ian.
Big call him up.
No, wait, you're not a captain either. Paul.
I'm speaking for Tim Harrison. I support this message.
All right.
I support this.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us tonight. This was a great historical night for
now you guys
Huntington Wiffle Ball League. I want to thank Greg Sowards and Josh Smith for coming back down and everybody being involved. Andrew Westcott and Seth Mullins coming out here and drafting, and everybody being on the phone and sending their picks in. There will be trade opportunities. We're going to talk about the rules and everything else. We'll get those to you guys as soon as possible. But we want to thank you guys for joining us. Have a great night, and goodbye, Wiffle Nation.
Yes. Let's go.
Yes. All right, now pick up the shit.